Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. I do apologise, this is the second time round of trying to film this video because I did go to do it upstairs, but the lighting, it was just making it too shadowy and too bright. I do apologise about my hands as well. I have kind of a bit of an eczema thing going on with my hands drying up, so I'll keep those off camera. So we'll make a start. This video is going to be what I coloured for the month of February. So two things I'm going to show you is 2 pages that I coloured from Mystery Mosaics by Mindware. Now, yeah, I had the bright idea of taking the pictures out of the books and putting them in the folder, which I wish I hadn't done now because you can't really get these books in the UK. You can get them from overseas from actual Mindware, but when I looked into it, for a set of 4 books with some pencils, it would have cost me £40 just for the set and then another 20 for the postage, and yeah. So this is the first page. All this stuff that I've coloured is in no particular order, by the way. This is the first page, and this is from Mystery Mosaics book 3, and this is Mosaic 4. I used a variety of medium for this picture. I used big market markers and touch 5 markers as well for this, and I really love how it turned out. I just love colouring these pages. They're my favourite kind of pages to colour. So the second one is a double page spread. Now these do take me a little bit longer to do, and this is from Mystery Mosaic book 3 again, and again I used a variety of markers. I did go to use touch 5 for the flower here, but you can see how it started running out, so then I switched to another alcohol marker, and luckily it was the same colour. So I'm really pleased with how that turned out. It did take me a bit longer to do that one, but I do really like it. So the next one is, now this is a new book by Sun Life Drawing, and this is one colour Mosaic Carpets colouring book, and at the back of the book it gives you 4 samples of what some of the finished pictures look like when they're done. You can either, it does say one colour, but you can do it as many colours as you like. And before I carry on, I do apologise about the washing in the background as well. Yeah, housework as well as filming. So yeah, I've done one picture in this, and this is the picture that I did. And I used Sharpies. I used only 2 Sharpie very fine point markers. I used the purple and the pinky purple for this, and I finished this yesterday, and I'm really quite proud of how this turned out. I really do love it. So the next one, I'll just have a sip of my coffee just to wet the whistle because my throat gets dry. And as my husband's pointing in the background, why don't you pause when you're having a sip of coffee so people don't hear you slurp? Yeah. So yeah, this is Colour by Number Mystery Quest by Sun Life Drawing, and I did a few pictures out of this one before the #colouring book finish, which is the colour along that I'm hosting for the rest of the year, and I did a few in this one. And what I did was I did this teapot. Now I finished this while I was watching The Flash, which I'm now up to series 5 now, but I've got to wait for my husband to watch that one if he ever gets his skates on. Sorry, he's sitting right there and he's giving me that look now. So yeah, no, oh gosh, what's he like? He's just thrown this at me. So yeah, I did this one out of this book, and I used Staedtler Tri Plus markers to do this. Now the Staedtler Tri Plus are my favourite markers to use in this book. in these books, as well as Stay Below 68 pens, but I do need to get a new set of Stay Below 68 pens. So my husband's smiling at me now. I don't like it when he does that. I don't like it when he does that, because it usually means he's up to something. So this is a picture that I did there. And don't throw anything else, because I'm balancing the camera on my stomach here. So, and I did this one as well, and this is of the, you know what it is? It's a cock, but I'm going to call it a chicken. No, don't throw a toilet roll at me. So this is what I did in here, and again I used Staedtler Tri Plus markers to do this one, and I really like it. The only problem is I just can't do well with yellow. If I zoom you in a little bit, can you see where it's patchy there? For some reason, whenever I'm using a yellow marker, I always end up colouring patchy. It always just goes patchy. It's like I don't see it properly. But I'm really pleased with the outcome of it anyway. This is my favourite. I love this so much. Now, these pictures, the circle ones, I love all the pictures, but the circle ones are my favourite to do. And again, I use Staedtler Tri Plus to do this. I absolutely love this one. And I did this on the 23rd of this month. That is my favourite one. So there is that book. I just pause you for a second. Sorry about that, guys. I was just having a slurp of my coffee. Now, the next one. Now, you've just seen me do a flip through of this in one of my videos. Sorry, my camera's wobbling about a minute here. Sorry, pause you a minute again. Sorry about that, guys. It's because I'm using my, what do you call it, selfie stick, and I've got it balancing. So this is the Back to the Future, dots, lines and spirals. Now, if you watch Lisa's Colouring Corner, she does have a video where she's showing 3 of these books. And when I had a look on the Amazon link, I found this one. I love Back to the Future. I have done since I was a kid. And at the back of the book, it gives you some of the finished picture. Well, it gives you the finished pictures throughout the book, what it includes. And the ones that I did out of this one is I did this of Dr. Emmett Brown. And I like this. I used a black gel pen to do this. Now, I found with this, it always advises you to start from the outside and work your way in. Because if you start from the inside, you can get slightly confused. But with me, when I found I did that, I found like I was smudging it, like that. And I found like I was smudging the marker. So, I counted beforehand where the proper middle bit was and actually worked from the middle the way out. I just find it easier doing that. Like I said, it is advisable to start from the way out going in, but I personally, for me, I found it easier going from the way in. So the next one I did was this one of Marty McFly, and again I used a red gel pen for this. The pictures that I did in this, I have used gel pens. That's the one I did for that one. And I did this one by Marty McFly. Yeah, Marty McFly didn't colour any pictures. So this is the one that I did here, and this is the lines one, and I found it easy to do this one. And again, I used a dark blue gel pen to do that. So the next book is this one. This is Adult Colouring Book, 100 Amazing Patterns by Jade Summer. And yes, I've coloured something besides a colour by number. Colour by number are my favourite. So I went to find a picture out of this book, not realising I'd already actually started a picture. And I didn't know this. Oh gosh, I've bent a page here. What's that? So, apparently, I've bent a page there. Yeah, I started this picture and I didn't even know that I'd started it. I just did the middle. So I carried on with it, and I used big markers and also Touch 5 markers to do this picture. and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. And I did this one, and I used Staedtler Tri Plus markers to do this picture. I like it, I do like it, but I must admit I much prefer using alcohol markers in these books. But the Staedtler Tri Plus are good to use in the Sun Life drawing books. So those are the two that I did in that one. Sorry guys, I'm moving the camera again. So the next one I did some in was this one, Buster's Brilliant Colour by Number. And what did I do over there? I did this one. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think it is so pretty. I think the colours just turned out really, really well. I just think the colours turned out really, really well in this picture. They just turned out so vibrant and so colourful. And I used my Staedtler Tri Plus markers to do this. And they really, really work well in this book. So we're coming up to the last 3 books now. So this one, this is Dog Colour by Number book for adults, Mosaic colouring book, and this is a circle pattern. If you've seen this on Amazon, you will know that these kind of books, these ones do have really, really small spaces to colour. But I've actually got a magnifying glass now to help me with these books. So all I would say about these, they're very enjoyable, but if you do suffer with a visual impairment, they may not be the book for you. But if you do like using a magnifying glass, then why not? So the page that I did out of this one is this. Now I enjoyed this. I really, really did enjoy it. It took me a little while to do because, like I said, it does have very, very small spaces to colour, so you do have to take your time with it. But I really, really enjoy colouring that, and I just love the pictures in. The colour palette, what it gives you on each page, I will point out, is it's the whole colour palette for the book, so not all the colours are in that particular picture, so you do have to actually search for the colours which are in the picture. So I did that one. And this one, excuse me guys, my husband's just actually managed to somehow smack himself in the face. Yeah, you know what husbands can be like sometimes. I'd pause the video to have a sip of my coffee like my husband advised, and then he was waving his hand about and managed to somehow hit himself in the face. Yeah. Okay, that's enough said about that. So this is Little Sweethearts, and this is by Deborah Muller. This is the first ever Deborah Muller book that I've ever bought, ever owned, and I've done one out of it. I wanted to do it for Valentine's, and I really, really love how the picture turned out, the one that I coloured in here. And I coloured this one. I love this, I really do. I used a chameleon markers and also glitter gel pens, and here with the pants part I used the one colour to colour the pants in, and then I got a dark shade of another colour, and I just did like a bit of shade in there, and you can see that I did the same here with the outlining. I've just done that in different parts of it. Here the top I did a bit of the alcohol, and now on the lettering as well. And I don't know if you can see the glitter. Yeah, you can see the glitter. I used glitter for the love hearts minus the one on her arrow, which, thinking about it now, I probably should have done that. So yeah, that is the glitter on the love hearts on that picture, and I'm really, really pleased with how that picture turned out. So the next one is Geometric Patterns Volume 1, adult colouring book, 24 illustrations by David Hinkin Jr. And I coloured one page out of here. Now it took me a little while, but not too long to do. And I used glitter gel pens to do this picture. So if I just do that, you can see this. Oh, look at that. You can see the shine on the actual page. So I'm really pleased with how that turned out. Here I did use a normal gel pen. I was starting with red, blue and yellow because I was watching Superman the one night, so I was Superman inspired kind of picture, but I didn't want to leave any of it white, so I then got the glitter gel pens out and it started looking less like Superman inspired, but I still did really enjoy it. So the next one, this is Christmas, yes. We're in February and I coloured a Christmas picture, but I don't care, so there you go. The reason why I picked this book out is because I've been watching Thunder Junkie, one of her videos, and I noticed she used some alcohol markers in one of the pictures in this book. And I've not used alcohol markers in this because I wasn't sure whether you could do it or not. I was a bit apprehensive about it, but after watching her video, I really wanted to get some alcohol markers and try it in this book. And I thought, it's February, but it don't mean that you have to leave your Christmas colouring pages or books until like November or December.
Why not? Because you leave the Christmas decorations around the house.
Yeah, did you hear that, guys? My husband's got his little piece in there. So this is the picture that I did out of this book, and I used Ohuhu markers for this, and I love how this turned out. It didn't bleed in between the lines, guaranteed it bled right through the back, but the pictures are one-sided, and as long as you put a page protector behind, you're good to go. And I really love how this picture turned out. Needless to say, I will be doing a lot more pictures in this book using my alcohol markers, if not all of them. So guys, this book, technically the pages that I did in this book were done in October last year, but I accidentally somehow missed the book. This is Halloween Colour by Number, and it's by Nikki Shara. And I did this one, and I used alcohol markers to do this. I think it was it was Big Market markers I did this one with. And this one I just used General Stabilo 68 and WH Smith markers. So that's what I did in that one. So the last one, guys, you will have seen all the finished pictures that I did in this book, because I've actually finished this book now, but I will show you the pictures that I did this month for the end of the month colouring page videos. So I finished this one, and I used Papermate large marker to do this, and it turned out okay. I quite like it. I did this one, Charlie Chaplin, and I used another Papermate large marker, just one in this. I absolutely had a blast with this book. I really did love it. I did this one. Now this one is my favourite one. I used WH Smith dual brush tip marker to do this, and I love this how it turned out. I just love the rose. I think it's just absolutely stunning. I did this one of the donuts. Oh, I could just eat a donut. Yeah, I love my cakes. And I used a gorgeous alcohol marker to do this one. Just a single marker, and that is that one. I did this one, and I used WH Smith brush marker again for this. And is this the last one that I did? No, it's not. I did this one, at the start, and you'll notice it's two-tone green. I used Papermate pens, flare pens, and I used an olive green and a dark grass green to do it, and I quite like how that turned out, the two-tone colour. And the last one that I did out of this book, which I actually finished the book, which you'd have seen in a previous video we flipped through of the book, is this one of Marilyn Monroe. And I used Hobbycraft brush pens, and I used two colours, a purple and a pinky purple, and that is that one. So guys, that is my finished pages for the month of February. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And also, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider pressing that subscribe button and the notifications of when I bring the next video out. Thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you can join me in March for the colour along that I'll be hosting along with Nikki Niagara, Shalene, and also Lisa's Colouring Corner, which will be #Belba in March, where it's just have a blast with your Belba family colouring books. I know I will. So feel free to join in that, and also hashtag your pictures Belba in March as well. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Say goodbye for now, and I shall see you again soon. Goodbye for now, guys. Bye.